When we talk about China's growth in the last 15 years, the story feels endless. From electronics to gadgets, Chinese brands are no longer just local champions. They're competing head-to-head on the world stage. And in the motorcycle industry, there's one name that keeps turning heads: Cfmoto. Some people might only notice Cfmoto after their Moto3 world title with David Alonso. But trust me, long before that, they were already making waves. Not just because of futuristic designs, but because they dared to challenge the dominance of Japan and Europe. From spare parts to full engines. The story goes back more than 30 years to Lai Guoguei, the son of a farmer from Wenzhou. Starting from a small workshop producing spare parts, he built the foundation to eventually master engine technology. By 1997, Cfmoto had already developed China's first liquid-cooled motorcycle engine on their own. That moment was the beginning of something much bigger. By the early 2000s, Cfmoto entered the big bike segment with the 650 NK. But the real breakthrough came in 2013, when they officially partnered with KTM. This wasn't just about local assembly. It meant direct technology transfer, access to Kiska design, and the chance to work on KTM's LC8 twin platform. That partnership completely transformed how the world saw Cfmoto. A new generation. Fresh. Modern. Competitive. After the pandemic, while Japanese brands were playing it safe, Cfmoto went all in. In 2021, they introduced a 450 cubic centimeters parallel twin with a 270-degree crank. This wasn't a copycat engine. It was a fresh design that made headlines across Europe. From the Sportbike 450 SR to the adventure-ready 450 metric tons and the naked 450 NK, all came loaded with high-end details. Brembo brakes, Kaiba suspension, aluminum swing arms, even single-sided setups. Then in 2023, Cfmoto shook things up again with a brand new inline-four 500 cubic centimeters. The target was obvious: Kawasaki's ZX-4RR. While it didn't quite match Kawasaki's insane horsepower per liter, the premium components and aggressive price point made it a serious threat, where the bike landed far cheaper than its Japanese rival. But Cfmoto wasn't done. Soon after, they rolled out two more engines: a 675 cubic centimeters triple and a 750 cubic centimeters inline-four. The 675 SRR came first, packing 94 horsepower and instantly putting pressure on the Yamaha R7, Aprilia RS660, Suzuki GSX 8R, and even the ZX-4RR. And at the very top, their boldest project yet, a 1,000 cubic centimeters V4 Superbike engine. Claimed output: 209 horsepower and 114 newton-meters of torque, in a package weighing just 61.5 kilograms. Lighter than Ducati's Panigale V4 benchmark. With MotoGP-inspired tech like a counter-rotating crank, DOHC with finger followers, dual injectors, and aero-heavy design, the prototype already looks like a production model waiting to happen. Still, no matter how good the spec sheets look, Chinese bikes face one big question: long-term durability, reliability, spare part support, and resale value. These are things that only time and consistency can prove. Things Japanese and European manufacturers have spent decades building. Even today, not every Cfmoto engine is cutting edge. Their 250 cubic centimeters and 150 cubic centimeters platforms are still based on decade-old designs. Efficiency is another area where they lag behind. But if we're being fair, the progress in just the last 5 years has been way beyond expectations. And here's the kicker: Yamaha has already joined hands with Cfmoto in China. Other Chinese brands like Zontes, Cove, and Benda are also stepping up with their own in-house engines. So, are we witnessing the birth of the next Honda CB750, but this time from China? Or will Japan and Europe fire back with their own counterattack against this wave of innovation? One thing is certain: Cfmoto is no longer playing catch-up. They're here to compete, and they're here to win.